I had a customer once tell me, Sophia, I feel like such a queen whenever I wear your clothes. It feels like people just want to run to open the doors for me and people just want to do things for me. And I knew exactly what she was talking about. And it is such a magical experience. Commanding respect while looking well put together is a phenomenon that I want to explain to you today. And before the end of this video, I believe that you will understand the psychology behind dressing well and commanding respect from people and how you can use this to your advantage to receive things and treatments that is not even fair. All right. As you all may know, I am a fashion designer, but also I am an inner work enthusiast and an inner work coach. All right. I've created clothes, yes, to, of course, make women look good on the outside. But what I'm really tackling, right, is self-confidence. All right. What I really am tackling with my fashion business is for women to feel good, because I believe when you feel good about yourself, things just start happening for you. All right. It is an energetic field when you feel good about yourself that you start attracting good things to you. So here's the thing. I design clothing specifically in mind. Whenever I go in my design process, I'm thinking, how is she going to feel with this? All right. A lot of you have seen like my reversible styles, our convertible styles. Those things came from the thought process of how can I empower a woman to feel like she is in control? All right. And being able to reverse a top. Okay, let's say you're tired of wearing the print side and you want to wear the solid color on the back. That is empowerment. That makes you feel good. Once you feel good, you are now able to enter into this world with full confidence and you're able to start commanding respect from people. So to fully understand this connection between dressing and commanding respect, I think it's important that I explain to you how the mind works. All right. So there is psychology and there is testing. There's experimentation to this, and it's called enclothed cognition. All right. It's under the premise of we think with our bodies and our brains. Your body sends commands to your brain. All right. That's why whenever you touch something that's hot, you feel that. And you immediately go, ouch. So how we feel is primarily based on physical experiences. It's based on our environment, things like that. So that also includes the experience of wearing clothing. There is an experiment that was done, and I think it's so interesting. I'm going to explain it to you. There was a group of scientists who were experimenting what is the connection between clothing and how people feel and how they even perform. So they had their subjects, and half of them wore lab coats and the other half just wore regular street clothes. And they were testing their alertness and their attentiveness. What they found through this study is that half of the people that wore lab coats, you can already guess what happened with them. They were proven to be more alert than the people who just wore street clothes. All right. And the hypothesis that these scientists came up with was those who wore these lab coats felt more prestigious. They felt smarter. Of course, lab coats is associated with scientists, with experimentation, with labs and things like that. So because they felt more in tune with that idea of being smart, they were more alert. And this happened every single time. So there is a definite connection between how you dress and how you perform. I think it's really important that you recognize, I'm not telling you this so that you can, control people. No. I am trying to explain to you the powerful shift in your mind that happens when you dress well, because that shift in your mind, that level of self-confidence, that boost that you have, then emits an aura that now people must respond to you in a different way. So firstly, you have to understand that dressing well is a form of self-love. All right. What happens when you dress well? You've seen people's moods. I mean, I remember putting my mom in an outfit in a video, and like her mood just lifted. She just felt good. She saw herself in the mirror and she looked at, she just felt everything just shifted around her. All right. So that's self-love. You start building it. That's why when you look good and you look at yourself in the mirror, or you're passing through a glass window somewhere, you look at yourself and you say, oh, I look good. Oh, I like this on me. All right. That's practicing self-love. That is not vanity. Okay. Some people are scared to look at themselves for too long in the mirror because you don't want to be vain. It's not about vanity. It's about love, self-love for respecting yourself, basically. That is self-love, but it's also self-respect. I want you to understand that you determine what looks good on you. All right. What looks good on you should feel good on you. What I'm wearing, you might not actually like. And you might not feel comfortable wearing that thing. But I can guarantee you that when you choose your style, when you know the style that works for you, all right, and you start to wear that, you will start to exude a level of self-confidence that others must respect. So you determine what looks nice on you and let it feel authentic to you. All right. You'll know what it is. Okay. Some people love wearing heels. I'm a heels girl. I feel powerful with heels on. And then some people love a nice flat. Do what makes you feel good. All right. So how does me looking good, Sophia, how does that affect the way people treat me? It does. And I'm going to explain this to you. Most human beings make a decision about you within 7 seconds of meeting you. All right. First impression, that's what I say. First impressions are everything. 7 seconds. All right. You haven't been able to tell your whole story in 7 seconds. You haven't been able to tell the degrees that you have. You haven't been able to tell about your accomplishments. All they're looking at is your physical experience. And yes, some people might say a handshake. But what I actually believe is that people can feel energy that's around you. So if you are meeting someone and you look good and you feel beautiful, they can sense a level of self-respect that you have for yourself, and they must respond in that way. All right. They've made a decision about you that you are someone who takes care of yourself. You are someone who loves yourself, and they must respond to you in that way. All right. I think about this. Whenever I go to the airport, I always dress up. All right. Well, 9 times out of 10, I will be dressed. And a lot of times I will wear heels. And, some people are like, why are you dressing up? Why don't you just wear sweats and stuff? I just feel like airports, there's so many bodies, so many interactions that could possibly happen. I want to look good. I want to represent myself well. And the last time I was at the airport, I remember going in to check in my bag. And I had 2 bags because don't ask me why. I pack heavy. Okay. So I had 2 bags and I go up to drop it off. And usually both of my bags are free because I have a credit card that helps basically I get those fees waived. And the lady tells me, well, this card only now allows me to check in 1 bag. They changed their rules. All right. And I was like, oh my goodness. And she looks at me and she says, you know what, ma'am? It's okay. I'll waive it for you. And I just felt like, what? I was so amazed and I was so grateful about this gift that she was giving me. And when I was leaving, she said, and you just look so good today. And mind you, it's like 8 in the morning or 6 in the morning, something that was very early. And she was like, you just look so good. And I realized what had happened is that she felt my aura, she felt my energy, and she felt the level of self-love and self-respect that I was emitting that day. And she responded by loving me and respecting me and honoring me in the same way. All right. This happens so many times to me, and it can happen for you. All you need to do is upgrade the way that you dress. All right. So I hope that this really was helpful insight for you. Of course, you can always shop from my brand, but if you like this kind of deep talks, these inner work type of stuff, follow me on my other channel. I will link it below. So remember that when you look good, you feel good.